We lead the league in scoring. Our offense is number one.
Our point differential is better than any other team, better than Buffalo.
Our defense is number two. So, yeah, I get it. Usually teams that have a top 5 offense and a top 5 defense usually
are
aren't
right.
Yeah.
Those were your words, Jonathan. Anyways, welcome back. Jonesin for wins. My name is Craig Havens. I'm with Jonathan, who yesterday, took the Cowboys off of his power rankings and it said they don't pass the eyeball test. But hey, we're here. We're going to talk about the upcoming game. We'll see how he feels eyeballish today on the Jacksonville Jaguars. We're going to talk about that game. We're going to talk about a few other topics. We'll go through our projected scores. We'll ask you for your scores in the comments. And of course, we will do our seeing stars. Jonathan, I'm sure you heard it. Your quote saying that, top. And, I don't understand.
Wait, that was me?
That was you, yes. That was you saying that. I've got it on video. If anybody could go back just 2 podcasts ago and see you say that. So, yeah, it was you.
Huh. It doesn't sound like me.
Right. I have enough time in my life to go through and just put in, cut pieces of your old video, put them together to make it sound like you saying something that you didn't say.
Yeah, it felt like a deep fake.
Yeah, it's what I do. So, yeah, you did say it, but it's okay. I've got it, and I've played it again, so anybody of our 16 viewers can now know what really happened. All right, so let's take a look. This upcoming game, we play Jacksonville Jaguars. There they are up there. Boom, boom. We're in Jacksonville. We're a 4.5-point favorite, which means we're really 1.5-point favorite.
No.
What do you think?
Opposite. No, it means we're an 7-8-point favorite.
We're at their home. Home field usually gives them 3.
No. Yeah. It gives them 3. Home field gives them 3. We're still a 4.5-point favorite, and we're giving them 3.5 points. So that means if we were played in Dallas, we would be an 8-point favorite. Why would we be a lower favorite in Dallas than we would be in Jacksonville?
You got it. Because you know what? Just go with this. Do I have to start this whole podcast over because I'm having a long day? You're frozen. This whole thing is a mess. We should just start over. All right. Anyways, we'll keep going because.
Yeah.
Are you there?
So I'm here.
Okay.
So So what were you asking me?
What are your thoughts on the game? Where do you think we're going to be? What do you think is going to happen? For example, Trevor Lawrence. How good is he?
Good. He's good. I don't
good.
want him to be. He's better than his haircut. Don't let the hair fool you, is what I would say with Trevor Lawrence.
Cole Beasley's little sister.
Oh, he's quite a bit bigger than Cole Beasley. He may have been the little sister.
Younger
who's grown
sister.
Up into the,
yeah,
the big sister.
So
no, I think
how good is he?
I'm worried. I think he's good. I would put him in the top half of quarterbacks in the NFL. Yeah.
You're talking about top half immediately, not top half over the season, I'm assuming.
Yeah, I would say he's a top 16 quarterback right now.
Okay.
And if we're taking future projections into it, I would probably put him in the top 10. But just right now, he's a top 16 quarterback, I think.
Wow. Okay. All right, so how good do you think he's going to be in this game? You think he's going to be, or you think it's going to be ETN? What's your thoughts?
My thought is I'm worried that the Cowboys aren't going to score any points. They were barely going to score. The Jaguars are going to keep scoring, and it's going to be very close. That's what I'm worried about. And they don't have to score a lot. So I don't think any of their offensive stars are going to dominate, but I think the Cowboys offense, I'm worried about our offense. We just signed T.Y. Hilton.
We did sign T.Y. Hilton. I'm not really worried about this. I know you are, and I'm not. We had a bad game. we had a bad game, but I feel like this is one of those get right games where we start to put things back together. I think we lose focus for a little bit, and I'm glad it happened. I'm not glad we had a loss, but the Green Bay loss we had, you said, I'm not worried about it, actually. I think it's a good thing. This is my good thing game. This Texans game, this Houston game was my good thing game. You know, we came down to a 2-minute drive that we had to produce on, and they did. I say we. We had nothing to do with it, but they had to, and they did. They went down. They went down confidently. They scored. When that drive started, did you think we were going to lose? We started at the 2. Did you think we were going to lose? We started at
No,
the
honestly, I
2
didn't.
because we backed them up from the 1.
Right. I honestly didn't think we were going to lose because I thought at some point Lovie Smith would remember, hey, we want to have the first pick next year in the draft. We can't win this game.
They could have won that game
That's
and
what
still had the first pick.
Yeah.
So
Well, he's saving that for.
they go against Kansas City this week. That should be interesting. I'm curious how they do. But here we go. So you're saying it's going to be close. You're worried about this game, or you're not worried about this game? You just don't think it's going to be.
I think we'll win, but I don't think we'll look good doing it. I think we'll look poor doing it.
I'm going to throw up. I'm going to gamble points here with you. I'm going
Okay.
to gamble
Let's do it.
points that we look good. I don't know. I think
Okay.
you've got me at 2.25 points or something right now, or 2.1 points right now.
Here's
So I'm going all in on this. I'm going to say the Cowboys come out a better looking team this week than last week. I'm going to say we go back to where we were before.
According to who? See, like that's the
Well,
problem
not
with this
you,
kind of
because
event.
you're quite biased when it comes to points. You can be like, did they look better? I mean, they wore the same outfits, and McCarthy was wearing a jacket.
This is too subjective. If we're going to bet on something, it has to be objective. So it needs to be like
Right, it has to be objective.
You're going to have to say something like the Cowboys are going to win by 30, and I'm going to say no, they'll win by less than 30, and then we could bet that way.
But that doesn't mean the Cowboys look good in the win.
Yeah, but what
I
are
say
our
that- all right.
definitions of?
So on the point differential, what's your over under? I mean, for you, it's 1. I think you had a 1 point
6.
win.
6.
6. I'll take the over.
Okay.
I'll take the over, and I'm all in.
Okay, so
But-
2.25 points. You've got your 2.25 stacked up against my 11.
Right.
Okay.
All right. So we're both all in?
No.
Oh, we're just going
No, I'm matching your 2.25. Yeah. I just have to call that. I don't
So
have to
you will go down
No,
2.25 points, and I will go up 2.25 points. So I will be at 5, and you would be at 8.5.
No, you'll be at
Oh, I'm sorry,
4.5.
4.5. Yeah, I'm sorry, my bad.
Yeah. And I'll be at 8.75.
Okay, I just want to be
And that will put you in striking distance if we ever do this again.
right. If which is never.
But
I'll
probably get some points off my King stars here pretty soon.
Exactly. All right. So, man, name the 2 Jacksonville wide receivers. I mean, they're 2 main receivers.
DJ Chark.
He's there, yeah. I don't think he's on top of their list, but he could be.
Really? He's good. And he's also number 1 or 2.
He was. I mean,
I
don't think number-wise.
What about
and this is the team that scares you.
See, what about hold on. I got somebody. They traded a guy to Carolina.
Right.
Does that count?
No.
He was from the University of Colorado. Laviska Shenault.
No.
Yeah, DJ Chark and the other guy.
This guy goes to church every Sunday. He's a good kid.
Christian Kirk.
There you go. So, yeah, and Zay Jones. I mean, and they scare you for some reason, but okay, I'm good with it. All right, so I think we I think we agree the Cowboys win. I think we disagree with the way they do it. You think Dak's going to have a bad day, it seems, I'm guessing?
I don't think it's going to have a great day.
What?
I don't think. Hey, did the Jaguars sign Calvin Ridley?
I thought they had, didn't they trade for him or something?
Yeah, I think they have
But
Calvin Ridley.
can they really do anything with him? Because he's like, isn't he like suspended indefinitely at this point?
Probably. I feel like they have like that boxer too, like Marvin Hagler or Marvin Jones Jr. or something.
You know, back in the day, the Cowboys had drafted some track stars and some other guys. It was insane, like some of the stuff that would happen. Like drafts were a little different way back in the 70s and 80s.
Alexander Wright.
So, yeah. All right, so
Remember that guy?
I have a topic I want to talk to you about. MVP.
Okay, Mom. Oh, okay.
Okay, what were you saying?
I said, okay, Mom. But I have something I need to talk to you about. All right, yeah, let's talk about it. MVP.
Let's talk about the MVP of the league. I'm okay with it being from Philly. I'm not pushing for it, but if it's going to come from Philly, let's just put this out there. MVP comes from Philly, Jalen Hurts. That's who everyone's saying. He's a big MVP candidate, blah, blah, blah. Is it? Micah Parsons says, is it Jalen Hurts or is it the rest of the team? And quite honestly, I would even go farther. I would say, you know what? Is it Jalen or is it A.J. Brown? A.J. Brown is a huge difference to that team. Last year, anytime Jalen threw over 20 yards, it was not anytime, but quite a bit of his picks would happen there. This year, they're doing a lot better on those plays. I mean, last year, you've got Devontae Smith was their number one receiver, 916 yards. That's how he ended. Their next best receiver was Goddard at 830. And after that was Watkins with 647. This year, the top three receivers, and we're not even done with the season, is A.J. Brown with 1,068 yards. Devontae Smith has 775 yards, and Goddard has 544. They're going to have the same productivity with A.J. Brown on top. To me, the difference in this whole scenario is A.J. Brown. If there's an MVP in Philadelphia, it's not Jalen Hurts, it's A.J. Brown. You heard it here first. I'm calling it.
What about Nick Sirianni?
It could be too.
Yeah, I mean, I showed you early on, at one point, I think in week 8 or week 9, I sent you a little text that showed quarterback A has these stats, quarterback B has these stats, and they were identical, except quarterback B had more comeback fourth quarter comeback wins. And one was Jalen Hurts, everybody's MVP, and the other one was Daniel Jones, the guy they want to run out of town. And Daniel Jones' stats were actually, other than rushing touchdowns, they were a little better than Jalen Hurts at that time.
Yeah, I mean, it's...
So, yeah. I don't think he should be...
I don't either. Who would you say?
I would say Joe Burrow.
Yeah, I can see Joe
Patrick
Burrow.
Mahomes or Joe Burrow. Patrick Mahomes.
I don't think Patrick Mahomes. I'm sorry. I don't see it. And I love it because it's the common pick. He's everyone's pick, just like Tom Brady was everyone's pick and blah, blah, blah. Why is it always a quarterback? Why can't it be someone like Micah Parsons? Why couldn't it be a guy on defense?
Because Micah Parsons is standing on the sidelines like this most of the feels like over half the game every game. That's why. Even when we're on the field on defense, he's standing there staring, wanting to get in the game.
Parsons now.
What about if the Dolphins were still winning, if they were still decent, I would say Tyreek Hill.
If the Dolphins were, you'd say Tyreek Hill. Well, actually, yeah, no, I don't like Tyreek Hill because of his past, but that's not an MVP piece, which is weird.
But you do like Zeke.
Wow, call me out on air, huh?
Hey, what was the defensive lineman that you stuck up for all the time that's with the Broncos now? He played for the Cowboys.
Yep. Gregory,
forever.
Gregory, yeah. Randy Gregory.
And weren't you really pushing for us to sign Antonio Brown?
Wasn't I really pushing for us to sign Antonio Brown? No, I was not signing. No, when did that happen? I sent you that as a joke today.
Today.
I sent it as a joke today because the guy's definitely available. I mean, he is doing nothing but sitting on his sofa. And my point was, here we are signing T.Y. Hilton and Antonio Brown sitting on a sofa. He's not allowed to step out of his door because he'll be in jail immediately. Is that not insane that we can't take the guy and arrest him when he's sitting on a sofa? Apparently, I can do what I want and then sit on a sofa. I can throw a shoe at a ponytail, sit on my sofa, and nobody can come get me. I can just be.
Well, only if you.
I can do this out the window, I guess. I mean,
he can go in his yard. He can walk around in his yard.
Yeah.
So it's until he steps off his property.
Sorry. Yes.
So he could be out there sunbathing.
Yeah.
And
his personal assistant goes and gets him, and it's not like his house is like a crappy little house. It's not like he's confined to a 1,200 square foot house.
I'm sure he just keeps ordering stuff from Amazon too, and having it.
Absolutely. I don't understand this world. All right, back to what we were talking about. We were back on. So your MVP candidate is who? Give me somebody better than the standard. Blah blah blah.
Besides Joe Burrow and Patrick Mahomes?
No, Joe Burrow. I can agree with Joe Burrow.
Okay.
Is there a non-quarterback out there?
Not anymore.
Okay.
Your AJ Brown thing was okay.
Okay.
No, Justin Jefferson.
Oh yeah, Justin Jefferson. A team that you say is not worth their salt, but yes, he has done very well. So I can agree with Justin Jefferson. I'd rather go to a non-quarterback anymore. I'm tired of the same old. But when things go bad, the quarterback takes the blame. So I guess I can accept this very unhappily. So yeah, I don't know. I mean, this is the part where we would normally talk to our special guest, who we don't have anymore because nobody wants to come on. Is it why? Is it us?
Yeah, it's got to be. It's got to be us.
All right. Well, let's see. So we've got this game this weekend. Let's talk about this game tomorrow. It actually
plays tomorrow.
Tomorrow was a good game. I was hoping you'd know it off the top of your head, but of course you don't, because why would you plan? You know what I mean? So let's take a look at these games that are coming up. So tomorrow is the Thursday night football game. We're looking at the 49ers at the Seahawks.
Okay.
Who do you like?
49ers.
I know it's so hard not to expect them to win. I think the Seahawks are going to take it though. And I know that is not there's no good reason for me to pick the Seahawks. None whatsoever. I hate listening to how great someone is on one game. So Colts Vikings. I think we both agree Vikings.
Yeah.
All right. Ravens, Browns.
I think the Elves are going to win.
I'm agreeing with you. This is not good so far. Well, we got one.
Terrible. Those are two terrible teams.
Yeah, there's some good games. These are Saturday. The Colts Vikings is going to be a boring one for Saturday at noon. Then at 4:30 is a terrible game. And then, but Saturday night we got a good game. We've got the Dolphins going into the Bills. I know you're going to pick the Bills, and I am too, but
Bills.
I think it could be a good game.
Yeah, no.
All right, well, we'll go with the end.
The Dolphins had to bring in extra heaters when they played against the Chargers in LA.
Remember last year when the Cowboys brought in their own benches to Washington?
Yeah, but they brought in heaters in LA. What are they going to do when they show up in Buffalo?
Well, LA gets pretty cold in the dome.
Yeah. What are they going to do when they show up to Buffalo, man? They're going to be like, no, thank you.
Falcons are going to visit the Saints in what could be a game of a nap.
So I have been against the Falcons this entire time.
I know you have.
They're saying they're terrible, but
Yep.
they just switched their quarterbacks, and I think Desmond Ridder is going to play really well, and I think the Falcons are going to thrash the Saints.
Falcons trash them.
Yes.
All right, I'm putting trash them.
Okay.
I'm also picking the Falcons, by the way, but I'm big on the Falcons. Steelers at 5-8 go down to visit the 5-8 Carolina Panthers.
Panthers have to win if they're going to make the playoffs.
The Panthers are the only one who have, well, not the only ones, but their thing is in front of them. They win, they
They're
keep
the only
winning, and
one
they're
that
in.
controls. They're
Yeah.
the only one in the South that controls their own destiny.
Yeah, exactly. So they've got to win. I agree. Panthers and Panthers. All right, we got Eagles at Chicago.
I'm going to go with the Bears.
You are. You know what happened then, right?
Yeah.
My long-time projection saying the Cowboys could win the division would come true, and you would have to eat crow on the podcast. Literally, I will mail you a crow, and you will eat it on the podcast.
Okay.
Okay. Cowboys win, I'm mailing you a dead crow. This is going to happen. One way or another, I'm going to get...
No, we didn't say anything about a dead crow. I want a live crow.
Okay.
You're going to mail me a crow. You're going to mail it to me, and it's going to be alive when it gets here, or I will not eat it.
Okay. By the way, I will drive down there with the crow if I have to.
Okay.
And someone's going to call PETA, but it's going to happen.
Yeah.
PETA. Okay. Chiefs are going to travel to the Texans.
Oh, Kansas City.
Yeah, I know, because that's your favorite team in the world right now. How are you even on a Cowboys podcast? I swear you are in love with the Chiefs. I don't think they've ever left your top, your whatever, your power rankings.
How could they have? It's not like they went on a long losing streak.
Disappointment. Cowboys. How could the Cowboys have? It's not like they've gone on a long losing streak.
They played disgusting.
How did Kansas City play that second half against Denver?
I didn't watch it.
Disgusting.
They knocked Russell Wilson out of the game, though.
Yeah, they did. All right. So we got Lions going to the Jets. This is actually going to be a really good game. And the winner of this game to the Jets. And the winner of this game is going to find themselves in a wild card seat. It's got to happen. The other one is not. One of these teams is going to sit home. I am too.
I'm going with the Lions.
But I have to believe that whoever loses this is going to sit home. They're not even in the same conference. But I believe whoever loses this is going to be sitting at home. And the other team, the winner, is going to be in the playoffs.
In the playoff.
Am I wrong? I mean,
no, you're not wrong.
Lions are 6-7, and the Jets are 7-6, and everybody feels more confident in the Lions.
Yeah.
All right, Cardinals are going to play the Broncos. Ooh, that is going to be an exciting game. I wish that was a Monday night game.
Is Russell Wilson playing?
I don't think he will be. But neither is what's his name's out. Yeah, he's out for this year and the bulk of next year.
Where's it at?
It's in Denver. It's a 4-9 Arizona Cardinals team against a 3-10 Denver Bronco teams. I'm taking the Cardinals.
I do not want to pick the Broncos.
I know you don't, but you're going to.
I have to.
That is going to be a horrible game. The Patriots go out to the Raiders of Las Vegas.
Raiders.
I agree. Why? Because they're just playing so well, but it's not like the Patriots aren't playing better.
Yeah, Raiders.
All right. So we got the Titans on Sunday at 4:30. I think that's the big game. Titans against the Chargers.
Chargers.
hate that you said that because I was kind of hoping we'd separate there, but we don't.
I
You think
thought
the
the
Chargers?
Titans are garbage.
I'm not arguing. Do you think the Chargers are going to make the playoffs? They're like the New York Mets. They give you hope, and then nope.
Yeah, I think they will.
I don't know. All right, so we got the Bengals against the Buccaneers. I think we both on that, right? Are you going Bengals?
Yep.
I mean, who's winning that division for you, the South?
Carolina.
Interesting. Giants, Commanders. You're going Commanders. I'm going to go Giants on this one. Correct me if I'm wrong. You're going Commanders, right?
You're wrong. Oh, yeah, I'm going Commanders, of course. And I'm going Commando. So.
Well, glad I'll be several states away from you. Monday night game is going to be the Rams against the Packers. I know. If we could flex a game, I wish we could flex that game out of
Packers.
What's that?
Packers. The Packers, I guess.
All right, I'll take the Rams just to make this fun. You know why? Only because we've got the progressive move right now. I do like Baker Mayfield. All right, so you got Packers, and I've got the Rams. So, all right, so let's look at our game. We've got this game. You're going to give a score. You still agreeing on your 10-9, huh?
Yep, 10-9, not moving.
Not budget on 10-9. All right. I'm going to stick with my 31-24. That also gets me my 2.25 points. 2.5 or 2.25? I don't even know what I have.
Quarter. You have 2.25.
Okay. This is 2.25. All right. The NFL, on NFL.com, they picked the score to be 27-21.
Who?
They picked the Cowboys to win 27-21. So, and what was our over/under? You got to go by half. 5.5.
6 was our over/under.
Got to go by half though. Make it 5.5.
No, if we get a push, 6.5.
You're gonna allow a push.
Yeah, I'll allow a push.
6 it is. All right. Seeing stars. You got them? What do you got? Let's hear it.
So, I think that someone. Who's our return guy?
You're really gonna do this, Turpin?
I think Turpin's going to run a kickback for a touchdown. No, I'm kidding. I'm not going to do that to you. I think someone other than Turpin is going to run a kickback for a touchdown.
A kickback. Okay. You think we're throwing something new in?
A punt or a kickoff. Someone other than Turpin is running it back.
You think they're taking Turpin out?
I think something will happen. Maybe it's an onside kick and we pick it up and run it in. Maybe a Jaguar does it. Who knows?
All right. So it could be like we punt and they fumble and we run it in. All right. I got you. So I'm doing one special teams touchdown. I'm not kidding you. I've got it written down. 2 turnovers and 4 sacks.
What about 3? You need something with 3, right?
I'll go
3 lead changes.
3 players leave the game injured.
Okay. That's could happen in the first series with the Cowboys. Did you see where Mike McCarthy said that they've been working both Ball and Peters out at? Which, isn't it weird that our players that we're choosing from are Ball and Peters?
We should have 2 Balls and 1 Peter, right?
Isn't that so weird?
Should be Balls and Peter. And they're working them out. That's what.
I know. We're trying to plug the gap with whatever we can.
We're going to plug the gap with Ball and Peters.
We're just sticking them in there. We're going to see what happens. Whichever one comes out, that's what we're going to go with.
Wow. Yeah.
That's what they're doing. So
shoot the gap.
I feel like we should know already. Like, I feel like that one series was enough to be like, okay, that dude's never doing this again.
Right. Ever.
Right?
Ever.
And Jason Peters, what did he say? I've never done it in my life, but I know how to stay in front of somebody. Yeah,
Pretty much
good.
that'll work for me. Yeah. I mean, it's better than the ball's doing. So
Yeah, it's weird.
I think I think we need a title to this podcast with ball and beaters. So
Yeah,
will it be?
yeah. Which one? Which
Pick.
which do you like more?
Choose which works better. All right. Which one rubs off better on you?
Hey,
What?
you're going a little too far with that. So, hey, there's something I've been
Yeah,
wanting to
I
talk
did.
to.
Yes.
Remember when I was saying we need a punter that, like, why don't they ever punt it to one of our guys who's running down there and we just catch it on the rundown and then they're down at the 2-yard line or whatever? And
Okay.
you were like, and you, I mean, like how hard that would be to be that accurate to do.
It's not just that accurate. It's also a lot of hang time.
Yeah. So K-State has a punter kicker.
Right.
He does both.
He does
The
kick
punter
off.
and kicker.
He doesn't really do place. He's done field goals, but he doesn't do. He's not there.
Right, but
His
he hasn't
focus
missed a
is-
field goal. He's 8 for 8 or something like that on field goals. His
Okay.
name's Ty Zentner. Ty Zentner. He punted the other day, punted it, and the guy running over the head catches it at the 1 and steps right out of bounds.
That's
He punted it like 60-something yards, and the dude catches it at the 1-yard line and steps out of bounds.
That
K-State
is
player.
impressive because 60 yards to go in the air while you've got a guy running the same distance.
Yes.
He had to have
Yes.
some hang time and some height on that. 60 yards.
Yeah.
That ball's got to be in
And
that.
accuracy.
That ball has to be in the air, 6 seconds minimum to do that.
Yeah, and he's looking up over his head like this. Well, no, because he's taken off running before he, like, there's the snap.
Oh,
he
that is
catches
true.
it,
Yeah. Okay. I'll give you that.
kicks it. But he's looking back over his shoulder like he's done it a million times. Boom. I think that
But
should
isn't-
be our first round pick.
Isn't he
Tyson.
quite? Isn't he? He's an older senior now, right? He's a senior.
Could be. I don't know.
I think he was redshirted twice. I could be wrong. But
Huh.
yeah, interesting. I could be wrong. Am I wrong?
No, I have no idea. But
Oh.
we should definitely use our second round pick on him since we just throw those away. You know?
If we ever want to ruin someone's career, let's just pick him in the second round.
Oh yeah. I know
can't
it's
believe-
a little bit of reach, but
I can't believe he's made it to the second round. Pick him.
yeah.
Ruin his life. Hey, all right. Well, hey, this we need some guests. If anybody knows anybody that's Titans coming up, right? After this week, is it Titans?
Yeah, I feel like it.
So
If we do 3 in a row, right?
anybody, we did 3 bad ones in a row.
So then we're not going to Titans.
Well, Titans
Next week.
back then were decent.
No, but I'm just saying there's no way they're putting us against 4 South teams in a row, right? They're not going to
We-
have us play
we-
the Colts, the Texans, the Jaguars, and then the Colts.
You know, we did Lions. We did Lions, Green Bay. We did the North in a way like that.
Yeah.
So I think there is a way. I mean, they seem to like doing that to us, which would be great if it was the West because we could just stay out there. But I don't know.
No,
Did
I
you-
think don't we play the Eagles coming up pretty soon?
Eagles are Christmas Eve. We've got the. I'm pulling it up right now.
Philly.
just
Yeah,
because.
Philly. That's Christmas Eve is next weekend.
Christmas Eve is next weekend? No. Really?
A week from Saturday is Christmas Eve.
Holy cow. I guess I better start shopping, huh?
Get that elf on the shelf.
Yeah, it's Philly and then the Texans. Well, that's exciting.
No, can't be. We've already played the Texans and we barely beat them.
Not the Texans, the Titans.
The
Philly
Titans.
and then Titans and then the Commanders. I feel like
Yeah.
we should have one more game left, but I guess we haven't played this game yet. So, all right. Hey, so we've got the Eagles next after this.
Yeah.
And that could be if your prediction is right, we'll be playing for first place. Not just first place, but the number 1 seed.
Correct. And we'll have the tiebreaker over Philly and the Vikings.
Yeah.
The
This
mighty,
would be
mighty
huge.
Vikings.
This would be huge. So, all right. So, anybody watching this? This was not as fun as it usually is, I'm sure. I mean, I ain't getting points. So, but hey, give us your comments. Give us your score predictions for this game. Also, tell us if you think that the Eagles are going to win or lose, and who you think is going to take the NFC East. Anything